This is a short episode I want to just put together, just highlighting Bronny James because I've always believed in Bronny James. Kind of like how I believe in Shador Sanders. Because both of these guys, if they want to, can just be on Twitch and can be millionaires sitting in their crib simply playing video games. It's no knock on streamers. I ain't trying to knock y'all. But I'm just saying, they can literally make millions of dollars by simply living off of their father's name. They said, no, we're trying to get it out the mud. And because some of y'all hate LeBron James so much for whatever reason, hate Deion Sanders so much because he's quote unquote cocky. Nah, he just tells you what's going to happen and he wins everywhere he goes. Y'all hate these guys. Why? They're showing true heart, having that dog in them, because they've always had to burden the expectations of living up to their father's name. And they've had expectations that people in their positions have never had to, frankly, overcome. There has never been a second-round pick more scrutinized than Bronny James. So all of this talk about he's a Nepo baby and doesn't deserve this or that, I've seen first-round picks get some criticism, aka Ben freaking Simmons, and refuse to shoot the ball. It don't matter how talented you are. When you get in that fire and you fold, that's who you are. That's who you are. And Bronny James, everywhere he's been, he's answered the call. I want you to close your eyes real quick. Bronny James, as a senior in high school, was selected to be a McDonald's All-American. In that game, with everybody focused on him, he hits 5 3-pointers. He gets a full ride to USC, and before the season starts, he has a cardiac arrest. He still plays in that season. Yeah, he's rusty. Yeah, he's getting his feet under him. And then he gets to the NBA. His father helps him out, and he's tearing up the G League. And then the first time that he has significant minutes, he goes out there, has 17 points, crosses up Giannis, and shows that he belongs. I don't care how talented somebody is. You know who somebody is when adversity hits them and you see how they react. That's a certified fact. But I ain't a rapper, though. I'm not a rapper, though. So let's talk about this real quick. Stephen A. Smith went out and said something about LeBron James and Bronny James. Here's my thing on the Stephen A. and LeBron situation. Stephen A., you can't go out here, go on national television, and tell LeBron James, I'm pleading to you as a father. What the hell is wrong with you? Now, why did he say that? Because Tyrese Maxey cooked Bronny James. So, wait. So you're telling LeBron James, I'm pleading to you as a father, don't do this to your son, essentially. Because Tyrese Maxey cooked him. Tyrese Maxey be cooking everybody. Never mind a rookie second-round pick. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't engagement farm. And then when the father of the person that you're trying to go ahead and engagement farm off of presses you, now he's weak. Now he's sensitive. Oh my God, you making it more than what it is. No, I'm pretty sure, bro, if Stephen A. kept it to this, Bronny James has got to be better. He's got to be better. He had a terrible game. Tyrese Maxey cooked him and left it at that. Or could have said, hey, JJ Redick, you're the coach. Why are you putting Bronny James in the game when it actually matters, when he's not ready. You could have said all of those, but you chose to engagement farm and you got the clicks. You got the reaction because obviously LeBron confronts you and then LeBron goes out here and, goes on Pat McAfee's show and now he's saying like he's on a Taylor Swift tour. Like you're getting the reaction that you want from LeBron. So business-wise, objectively, it worked. But like I said, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you want an engagement farm, you can't then be mad at the athlete pressing you. You can't. That's the name of the game. That is the name of the game. And I like Stephen A. The reason why I got interested in journalism is because I saw Stephen A. and I said, oh, it's possible. I feel like every black boy in sports journalism has looked at whether it was Stephen A. Smith, Chris Broussard, Michael Wilbon, Rob Parker, but really Stephen A. Smith, who's the most recognizable black man in sports media, and say, I'm trying to be the next him. That's a fact. And he has done things to help the black community. He has done things at NABJ. He has done things to just show there's hope for us. We can do it. And I respect that. But just like how Stephen A. would call somebody out for being wrong, that's what I'm going to do today. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what it is. But back to Bronny James. This guy is going to be a very good player in the NBA. This guy has more three-pointers than Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a perfect example that you can have all of the talent in the world. But if you ain't got that dog mentality, it's only so far you can go. Because the moment adversity hit for Ben Simmons, he folded like a lawn chair. He was the #1 overall pick. You had folks saying, hey, Bron, you can sit this one out. We got Ben Simmons now. That's how talented Ben Simmons. It's a crazy take, but it actually speaks to the talent of Ben Simmons that somebody would even say that. And with all of that, when adversity hit, and he was at that free throw line, and it was just him, the ball, the basket, and his thoughts, you could look in Ben Simmons' eyes and tell he was scared. And with Bronny, he's flipped the switch. I think when he first came into the NBA, while granted he was still getting his feet under him because it wasn't that long ago bro had a cardiac arrest, he was still like a deer in headlights a little bit. And you could see it in his eyes, bro. But after he called that guy chain fake and he had that interview and he said, I see all the chatter, I hear all the noise. I hear all the people crapping on my name. Ever since then, he been balling out. He been balling out. So I'm going to tip my cap. I'm going to go out here, show him some love, because Bronny James deserves it, bruh. Bronny James deserves it. He is going to be a damn good player. Nepo baby this, Nepo baby that. He just dropped 40 points in the G League. Professionals be in that jump. Stop playing. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. What do? We always keep it real. I'm out, y'all.